Should I be all cool and vlog wearing sunglasses? Like some YouTubers do, some vloggers. They vlog wearing sunglasses. Nah, that's not me. I read a thing a long time ago where they advised, well, I don't know if they advised them, but they said that when police officers pull you over and they don't take off their sunglasses, it's much more intimidating. Which, totally makes sense. If you can't see a person's eyes, it always makes you wonder. The eyes are the window to the soul, as they say. All right. Okay, well, I'm sorry about the audio for the last Fez Night. And this happens, I don't know, every so often. And I tried everything. I turned off all the programs. I even restarted the computer. This time I cleared all my caches, and restarted the computer, turned everything off. But I'm keeping a browser over because I want to go back and read the comments from last time, and because I'm lazy about responding to comments. Oh, let me write something down while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it amazes me how long and how boring Fez Night is, and yet people still watch it. I'm still getting over 300 hits, and on the last one, and I'm sure a lot of those hits are just the usual suspects coming by and thumbing the videos down, but it's still a view, right? Or someone said they could just open up the comments and not watch the video and leave a thumbs down. I don't know. I can't remember if you can do that. I don't spend a lot of time trying to come up with ways to thumb people's videos down. I really don't. And let's see. So jot something down that will be mentioned later. It's just a small thing that I forgot. All right, time to don the fez. Yeah? Greetings, fellow citizens. This is Citizen Kong, and welcome to another Fez Night. Tonight's Fez Night shall be called Fez. It's not just for fraud. Maybe I should change the title. It's too long. We'll try it. Fez. It's not... Oof. Why can't I say it? I should have practiced this first. Fez. It's not just for Shriners anymore. I don't know why I had such a hard time saying that. It's not just for Shriners anymore. Yeah, I was having difficulty. That was difficult. I don't know if that'll all fit. I might have to put it in two screens. So anyway, hey, I want to give a shout out to Barfly's. I say it Zezo de Gremstone. I don't know if it's Zizo or Zezo, but go over to Barfly's Corner or Barfly Brooks. Try to find the link to Zezo de Gremstone and sub. He's trying to break 2,000. If you're the 2,000th sub, he'll give you a shout out. Not that anybody watches his videos anyway. Just kidding. Just kidding, Scott. Yeah, there's a little bit of a tension between us now, as there is between me and Monk. Anger issues. I'm sure it'll all blow over. Hey, I get in the mix too. I'm not, I feel I do my share. All right, so, yeah. What else is going on? Yeah, I better move along here. I don't want to make this, long. There's already been enough screw-ups so far. Let me go back and look at the comments, all right? Well, let's see if this messes things up. First I'm going to put on my readers. I was thinking earlier about Fez Night, how if you go back in all the old Fezes, you can see my various haircuts and my hairline receding. Not that anybody would want to go back in the archive. All right, so last week, L. Brookman liked it. That's the way to begin a Fez Night. There goes the stock market. So he has a theory: if his name doesn't get mentioned on Fez Night, the stock market drops. And then John's Wacky World says to L. Brookman, Perry Mason, closet homo. Okay. Yeah, actually, Perry Mason wasn't the closet homo. Raymond Burr was. And then I mentioned the whole thing about being disinvited from Cyber's Turkey Fest. And he says, I did make a great vid on that Perry Mason spoof. Remember? Yes, I do remember. That's one of your better ones. L. Brookman won. The one that bothered me, and I'll admit it bothered me, he depicted the Last Supper with my head on Jesus's plate. Oh, which reminds me, I'm thinking about Catholicism, because L. Brookman says he was raised a good Catholic boy. I'm watching the. I'll go back to that later. All right, and then Barfly Brooks said, "You threw me under the outhouse, Kong." We talked about this before. It's like the term throwing one under the bus, which I believe came from one of the presidential elections. I don't know how far back, or at least for campaigning, because politicians all get on a bus and travel around, and then sometimes somebody will be scapegoated to help the campaign. Like, okay, you're going to take the blame for this, or they don't know they're going to be made to take the blame, but they get fired, so throw them under the bus. And I tried to come up with a new one. How about pushed on the rails? Does that work? Or let's see. Or how about thrown off the train? Will those catch on? I don't know. I see Scott's attempt. You threw me under the outhouse, Kong. Actually, it'd be kind of, well, anyway. All right, and then Bobo McGraw Thomas said he's glad the package arrived safely. Yeah, you did a great job of packaging that. And then I was looking up that word in Gaelic, and or to be Irish. I think we talked about this before. Gaelic is a sort of a general term for like what the Scots speak and what the Irish speak. Is that right? And then you'd call what the Irish speak Irish. I think that's the way it went. The way words are written is not really how they are pronounced. It was cower or cover, even though it looked like calm hair. Interesting. And he said that I talked about age differences when dating or marrying or whatever. And he said, age difference doesn't matter. My dad was 18 years older than my mother when they got married. Yeah, my dad was nearly 24 years older than my mother. Somewhere around that when he married. But that was his second marriage. I heard once that children that had older fathers, like my father, looked like my grandfather. An old grandfather. These days you see young grandfathers all the time. And we tend to grow up, those children, resentful of that. But the tendency is that we turn around and do the same thing. We have children late in life also. So I don't know. That's kind of why I think that way. Some gal that was close to my age said, "Oh yeah, you're lucky even if you could get women your own age to find you attractive," and that's probably true. But the funny thing with me is I've never dated a woman my own age. I've always dated women that were significantly younger or older, just by a few years. I don't know. There's just something about a woman that's just the same age as me. Never hit it off. So anyway, and I went over to David May and I subbed to his channel. So anybody else out there interested in paragliding or seeing Ireland? I haven't had a chance to look at any of the videos, but it looks like there's some beautiful countryside that I could see in the thumbnails. And Grace, yes, thank you. You would share your Cocoa Puffs with me. How nice. Oh, I would say more, but Grace really guards her privacy. It was amazing that she shared that with us, that she likes Cocoa Puffs. All right, let me close this browser. Hopefully that didn't screw everything up, eh? I did a test run to see if it was going to work okay, so I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem to be, I can't figure out what exactly makes it happen. I did a search and found that other people have had the same problems, but I couldn't see, you know, with their iMovie, but I couldn't see anything. I mean, I tried a few things, but anything, the problems that they were having, I want to see like how to redo the, extract the soundtrack and then move it so it would match. But too much trouble, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. I want to say hi to Katie May. Katie May Bates came, has a new channel and came by my page to say hello. And yeah, I remember Katie from a way long, from quite a while back. She's a really, really nice lady. And you know, I got a video sent to me. Jeff sent it to me, and I guess it's this guy named Wise Guy. I've seen him around before, and he did this video about blacks running wild. And I didn't watch the whole thing, but I think he was talking about the riots in Britain. And the problem with that stuff a lot of times is they try to show, you know, that there's more blacks in prison than white guys, and therefore they try to use that as that violent or criminal behavior is inherent because there's more of them in jail, that it's inherent in the race. And but if you go to countries that don't have a majority black population, then the guys that are in prison are white. So whites are quite capable of it. It's more what you'll see with the common across the board has to do with wealth, with their what position they are. You know, as far as I can't think of the word right offhand, but you know, monetary worth. When a black family or a group of blacks start making money, they tend to stay out of jail, just like in Scotland, or any country where they have a majority white. It's the ones that are in prison are on the lower economic level, strata. That's the common denominator. You know, in California, the majority here, oh geez, now it's checking for software. The majority of people in prison here are Hispanic. And then you'll see, in the same example, when Hispanics start making money, their children tend to stay out of prison. So I don't know, when I see these things, I have to say, racist, you know? And they're not even aware of it. They're not self-aware enough to really look at the big picture. They're in their feeling. They're not using their mind. They're using their gut. As Stephen Colbert says, truthiness. They feel that the reason why there's more blacks in prisons nationwide is because they're black. You know, we've had whites riot. You know, blacks riot. There was a thing that happened in Mississippi where a group of white kids killed a black man. Completely, the guy was just randomly, you know, 2 carloads of kids just got this guy by himself. There was no reason behind it. It was just a random victim. And they beat the shit out of him. And then when he was trying to like walk away, it seemed like they had left, one of the cars came back and ran over the guy, car or truck. Killed him. I don't think that's been getting enough coverage myself. You know, I don't think enough people know about it. So I'm trying to keep this video below 15 minutes, and we're winding down near the end. But I want to say, hey everybody, have a great week. I don't know what else to say about racism right now. There was something else I was going to say. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that sort of thing happens. Well, what I was going to say is that, you know, they say, oh, they're racist towards us. Mexicans hate whites and blacks hate whites. Yeah, but for now, we're still the majority. And we basically, last time I checked, we're running things. So the onus is on us. Okay? They're the ones that are being put down, the way I look at it. Oh, and I love my new job. It's very diverse there.